Another beautiful morning, and I'm going for a little morning walk just to refresh myself and also to connect back up to nature and to all that surrounds me, because that is what's most important, to find myself where I am, to situate myself again back into the context of what surrounds me. And that is not just because I like to do that. It is because when I am connected up to the trees around me and to the path that human beings have created, then I set myself into some perspective. I stop thinking that I am the most important thing around here. I start realizing just how small I am and how insignificant, and I am reminded of the path of my life. From there to there, God knows where. I don't know how much time I've got left, and it doesn't really matter, because my life doesn't matter more than other people's lives. Go away, mosquito. And see, the mosquitoes are more important than I. They can pester me as much as they like, and they can really get my attention. We're all connected, and we have to take everything into account. And as long as we think that we are more important than the rest, we make our lives a misery, a complete impossibility. And as long as we think that we don't matter and that we have to try really, really hard to try to earn our right to be in the world, things also go awry, because we try too hard and we take too much responsibility. What we need to find is an even keel, a sense of centeredness in ourselves and support from the structures that surround us. That is why it's so essential to immerse ourselves into nature occasionally. Because if we're just in the cities and the towns and we're always surrounded by busyness and traffic and fumes and buildings, and we don't see the sky and we don't see the trees and we don't see the flowers and we don't see the clouds and we don't see the skies, we get lost. We get lost in ourselves. We can only root ourselves inside of us, and we forget that we're not just rooted in ourselves, we're actually rooted in everything else. And we need to expand again and breathe and reconnect and let the birds remind us of what matters. That's what we need to do, because that's how we become relaxed. And that's how we become reminded of the things that truly matter. And I think the things that truly matter is to do this connecting and to be in harmony, to reach out to what we find out there and to attune ourselves to it, to retune our own lives in harmony with what surrounds us, and to let us be carried by it, to let us be inspired by it, to let us be refreshed by it and revived by it all the time, in the same way in which we are refreshed by a good night's sleep. And that's also so important, to be able to feel safe enough in the world to switch off and let everything just go at night and rejoin timeless universe of sleep. That is what gives you the basis from which to discover the possibilities of your life. Because of course, once you are connected up like that, your energy, which you might experience as anxiety, is no longer scary. It's not something that you're hugely responsible for. It's just something that is given to you. And it's given to you by a benevolent world, a world that is part of you, a world that you are a part of. It's not you or nature, it's both end, because you are nature. You are just like one tree in the forest. And what matters is that you do being you to the best of your abilities. And you will never do it as well as when you are breathing, you're relaxed, you're at ease with yourself, and you're at ease with your life, and you don't panic about things, but you trust. You trust that the greater patterns will show you the way, and that if you're sincere and you're open and you're honest and you search for truth and you search for that connection, you cannot go far wrong, and that everything will come clear gradually, and that good things will happen, and difficult things will be there to help you get better and stronger and more understanding. So trust that process, my friend, and make sure to not ask for the force to be with you, but for you to release yourself and your importance into nature, and to be with the force that supports you, and to trust it to show you the way, and enjoy that way. The road is yours. Make the most of it.